Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to jump in here, give you a quick update. As you've seen in my last video, I am no longer a part of the Monster Bass Pro Staff team. No, I am not suicidal or anything, or feeling like that I'm disappointed in what happened. As a pro staff member, I did not get paid for the position. It's basically a free branding. I get a discount of the brand, which is all fine and dandy and all, but I was supposed to have a code, never had a code for 2 years. I never used my own code, I used someone else's code because I didn't have a code. I didn't know that I was supposed to have a code. I just thought it was part of it. Been with their company for 2.5 years. I started back in April of 2020. Literally right when the pandemic happened, I kind of went toward Monster Bass because I liked the way they did things. I was excited with their beginnings and everything. I began to promote their brand and everything, doing what I was supposed to do on my end, post about everything, tagged them and everything. I didn't get any feedback from them. I didn't get anything from them. Then around in November of 2020, I asked, what can I do to help the company? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to work on? Do I need to work on anything better? Am I promoting it right? I received zero feedback. As a pro staff member, that is my job, to promote the brand and to ask what is going on with the company. Is there something I can do for the company? Is there something I can do differently? Is there things that I can improve? What is your status? 2021 come around, they were talking about doing crankbaits, doing some get-togethers and everything else, and what it's supposed to do is help you grow in the industry and to help you grow with the company and go out there and get with the industry. They had several meetups. I was like, oh, that'd be cool if I can go and meet up, like, I'm not saying I'm the innocent person here. I'm just saying that's what you asked. You asked to see if we can go. So they had several meetups. Texas, Tennessee, I believe, Michigan, New York, just to name a few, in 2021. And I said specifically, what can I do? As a pro staff member, it's to help you get into the industry, to help get your name out there, and to help build a brand and help develop relationships. Again, never was invited to those meetups or get-togethers or anything of that nature. In the videos, it was usually the same people over and over and over that goes to those videos. And yes, the CEO does know quite a few people, and he knows quite a few people in there because he's been with there's a couple people he knows for 10 years that promote his brand. Of course he's gonna, those are his bread and butter. That's what he's gonna do. I'm not a very big YouTuber. I'm not a very big social media presence. I do the best I can. It's about like working for somebody and asking for feedback, and when it comes time to get raises, you never was told anything, and now the people that just got hired got a raise, and you have been there for a year, 2 years, or 2.5 years. Crankbaits come online. I said, hey, I'd like to get a couple of them if I can. I would like to test them out. I would like to be a product tester. I have this all in email, as well as I phone called and discussed it with the CEO. I requested that I get some baits so I can test them. Well, that didn't work either. Baits went out to people that were brand ambassadors that got paid to do a couple of quick things, and they go out and they do it. I have proof that was done this way. So I said, all right, well, I mean, that's cool. Whatever, it is what it is. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. You know, it's almost like you do something wrong, but you can't fix it because you don't know what's broke. So you're just going to just keep throwing something to the wall until it sticks. And that's the way I felt, because I didn't know any better. And I never came in and done YouTube before. So as a upcoming YouTuber, or just trying to build my brand, or try to build something that I would want to go forward, I need the feedback. Okay, I spent 20 years in the service. The whole time I've had a mentor or somebody I can bounce ideas off of. As a pro staff member, that is your job as a pro staff member, to get those connections and learn. So when you go and ask your boss at work, hey, am I doing this right? I don't know. Why don't you ask such and such? Or, you know, usually the CEO he has all these different people that work for him. Why couldn't they answer and come back and say something saying, hey, you suck at videos, don't make them. Or make more posts about this. Those look good. Improve on this. Do this. Do that. Some type of path to help, because if I help them sell their products, they can help me and give me feedback. I don't think that's asking for a whole lot. And I wasn't. And I just chalked it up as, hey, I don't need to do their crankbaits or their top water lures or anything. Okay. I was like, all right, that's cool. I mean, yeah, maybe I'm just not big enough. I mean, it is what it is. That's what I keep telling myself. Maybe I'm just not big enough. And my wife can contest to this. She's seen me do this. You know, maybe I'm not big enough. Maybe I'm not worthy, and maybe I'm just screwing up left and right. You know, I don't know. And I got frustrated. I've had to deal with a lot of things in my life, in the military, and being quote unquote shit on for so many 20 years, and dealing with the shenanigans and politics and everything. I don't play that fucking game. There's thieves, liars, and stealers, and those, all three of those are politicians. Anyway, I decided that I was like, fine, it is what it is. Not a big deal. I'm not big enough. You know, I think at that time I probably had, 100 subscribers at that point. Maybe it was just coming up. It is what it is. Not a big deal. This whole time I'm putting the brand on me. My reputation with that brand. I have stuff on my boat with that brand on it. I have my jersey with that brand on it. And everybody sees me at every tournament I go to with that brand on it. Including veteran things that I deal with. So, I said, all right, well, whatever. It is what it is. Not a big deal. Move forward. These guys are coming on board. These brand ambassadors, so-called, that are getting paid for this content. They have plenty more subscribers. That's cool. Well, maybe I can hook up with something. One of them's here in Ohio. Bass Fishing HQ, he's right here. He's an hour away from me. He fishes an hour away from me. So, hey, maybe we can get together and do some content for monster bass. I'm all about that. I said, hey, why don't we, one of the live shows, call in the live shows. Hey, maybe we should get together for the somewhere around here close so we can all meet up and hang out. That's a great idea. But, and there's always a but, I think we should fish this or we should fish that. So now I have to travel a lot further to do a meetup. Whatever. It is what it is. Just, okay, not a big deal. Move forward. I started seeing some things about some of the other YouTubers getting tasked to doing some other things, which is, that's just other frustrations that I dealt with. And then on top of that, I decided that I was going to, I sent them an email and I said, hey, what about these golden tickets? Golden tickets. You get one every month in a box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 golden tickets. I have one somewhere. So you call these out. I feel it's a marketing scam. Don't take my word on it. These golden tickets. You're going to tell me that you have all these golden tickets. All these golden tickets. And no winner. None. All these golden tickets. No winner. That was frustrating enough. Then I said, who's won? Who's won golden tickets? I said, you don't see it anywhere. Nobody announces anything. They don't announce that Joe Schmo won from California or Jim Bob won from Kentucky or Billy Bob won down in Georgia. You don't hear about the golden ticket winners or nothing. You don't hear about it. So it's frustrating. So you lose hope. Like, what's the point? I had a really bad time. I suffer from anxiety and depression and a lot of other things in my life because of the military stuff that I don't wish that upon anybody. And by all means, I severely do not wish that upon anybody. But I always hate it whenever people get taken advantage of, and then you want to feel that adrenaline rush. Oh, is there a possibility I could win? Oh, well, this person won, this person won, this person won. Out of the whole live shows in the past year and a half, I saw one time, and that was here recently. It's the beginning of December. I saw just like a week ago, the very first time I win on the live stream. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if you see people winning, then you're like, oh, I want some of that. Well, then, after about the 12th to 13th box, you get no winner. It's very frustrating. And I just went through and I took like 2 hours going through all my golden tickets. Nothing. 0 winner. I said, okay. I explained to him, hey, I'm a little frustrated. I try to keep up with it. It's kind of hard to do. There should be something that, there should be from the beginning, from the inception to this point, the list of numbers and then list of names. So, you can at least say, you don't even have to have their last name, just put their first name or whatever. And then that way it's like a congratulations that we can do that. Now that could be either, and I emailed Monster Bass in regards to that because it was frustrating. And nothing. 0 inputs. Well, we'll do something better. I get a response from the CEO. Oh, it sounds great. I'll take that in consideration for about 5 minutes and then move on. And then about a year ago, he was kicking around the idea of getting rods. Okay? Rods are really pissing me off. You guys know that I use Enigma rods. And I really wanted to promote the brand by getting Monster Bass rods and get them in use into tournaments. Because I fish all kinds of states. I just don't fish my local area. I fish in different states. So I was going to put them to the test. I was going to really grind them out. I was going to have one on the boat at all times with me at all times fishing with it. I asked, hey, what do you need at the end of 2021? I'm a little frustrated. I'm not getting any feedback. I've sent and tagged them all on every post I've done on Instagram. I've tagged them all. I have yet to get a thumbs up, awesome, heart, whatever. I don't care. It's the feedback, right? No feedback. And then, so what can I do to help your company grow? What can I do differently? Is there anything I need to adjust? And again, zero feedback. 2022 comes along. I got to preface this before I continue. I absolutely like all the YouTubers that are on there. I like their content. I watch their content. I don't watch them. I don't watch them for particularly the Monster Bass brand. I watch them because I enjoy their content. So like Debo, Bass Fishing HQ, Fishing with Gramps. Then you got Chad Hoover. You got some of those guys that come in and they were getting paid to do this. Now I'm not getting paid. Could have got free feedback from somebody, but no, he's getting paid for them to market it. And then when I asked, I said, hey, can I get a rod? Maybe two. Just 2 out of the 9. Can I get just 2 rods so I can take them out on the water and use them all the time? Yeah, I'm only got a couple blanks. I'm going to have to wait until they come out, blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, I can wait. Not a big deal, right? I was thinking in my head, not a big deal. I understand production's crazy. It is what it is. Anyway, so one YouTuber got a lunker stick, which is the Monster Bass rod. Okay. Hey, Rick. Email. Hey, Rick. Hey, I was wanting to know if I can get a lunker stick. I'm on the pro staff now. Can I get a lunker stick so I can test it out? I have a tournament down in Alabama. A 2-day tournament. What would be lovely to use it in an Alabama tournament and maybe catch, an 8-pounder or whatever on it. Or catch my lemon on it. And I can promote it. Amazing, right? Oh, I don't have any, whatever. Okay, all right. You don't have any? No. Because they're not in production. Okay. No worries then. All right. November 11th come around. I go do my tournament. As you've seen in the thing. Go do my tournament. I skedaddle. I come back. Lo and behold, another YouTuber had the lunker stick. All right, now I'm really pissed. Just got back from my tournament. I did really well in my tournament. I mean, I'm not going to catch, I'm not a well-known fisherman, but man, I've caught quite a few fish now. Email Rick, nothing. Said, you know what? On top of that, I asked for the boxes to come on the first so I can make content and get it out first. Or, toward the beginning of the month. I got my Monster Bass box the last 2 months after my 6 cents box, and these come out the 15th of the month. These don't get sent until the 16th or the 17th of the month. So I'm pissed. I have every right to be. So I emailed him. I said, hey, why do blah, 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 blah. Not a response. Oh, I get the automatic response. I got the automatic response like 12 times because I keep emailing. The thing is when you have a conversation on the phone, it's not recorded and it's not protected, so nobody has record of anything. But whenever you email them, there's a record of all one-sided because the other person won't respond or the person won't provide any feedback. That was my frustration. How can somebody's been loyal to your brand for so long and get shit on and not receive anything? The only perk I got was I got my Monster Bass box a little bit off. As a veteran, I should have already got a little bit off. I should not have to get my box for 10% off when that's how much my veteran thing is. My military discount. These right here, these were great. These were great for one time. These were great for a little while, but then after a while, people just got tired of doing it, and that's what's going on. People are getting tired of looking at those stupid golden tickets and not winning. I know I am. I'm done. Fast forward to today. I'm sorry, this is a little long video, but this is my little frustration. After all that being said, I still have not got any responses in the email as of today. Like I said, this is the 5th of December because I'm actually moving, so that's why you see a lot of things going on. I actually am moving. The 5th of December, I have received 0 responses. One of the responses was, do you have time to chat? I work, like most of us do. Not saying nobody doesn't, just saying most of us do. And I said, hey, I'm available between this time and this time. And I'll be available for like 20 minutes and I gotta get ready for a meeting. And no response. And this was 2 hours before we were supposed to meet. Because in my meeting calendar, I don't want to take calls after work. I want to be done with work. So, it is what it is. So anyway, I have officially removed Monster Bass from all my social media platforms, as well as anything I have. Monster Bass is never going to step one foot on my boat or in my garage again. So as a pro staff member, something I learned, what I've always done was communicate, and that's what I did for the past 2.5 years. In the only one time that I actually communicated and was able to get a hold of somebody and chat with them was to help a young boy. His father passed away in the military, and I was talking to Rick and saying, hey, what can we do for him? He's like, I'll send you a couple boxes. I know boat wraps and stuff like that, but I end up wrapping my own boat. I ask. Oh, lo and behold, because there was somebody that had a boat that was wrapped down in Texas. Monster Bass wrapped it for him, paid for it, which is about $4,000 that came out of my own pocket to wrap my own boat. And when we was on the live show, said, hey, if you want a kayak or a boat wrapped, send us some photos of your boat, kayak, and we'll work it out. And I was like, wow, this will be a great opportunity to get my boat wrapped again. Since I've already paid for it, I might as well see if I can get it again. This way I can get it wrapped and I can showcase. Because I go in tournaments. Yeah. No response out of that one. But a week later, he had a couple people that he chose to go ahead and wrap the boat and everything else. So he wrapped 2 more boats and like 3 or 4 kayaks. Oh, that's nice of him. I understand it's his business. I understand it's his business and he can do whatever he wants. But if the person is on the pro staff, don't you think it would be beneficial to support your pro staff members? What's the freaking point of being a pro staff? There's no point. None. Absolutely 0 point of being a pro staff member. So, therefore, I am no longer with that company. I have detailed proof that these guys were able to get the products before the pro staff members could even try them out. And you would think, here's the thing, you would think on your anniversary of your pro staff team, your members, when they're coming up for their anniversary, you would say, hey, here's a little gift of my appreciation for you to help sell my products. Nothing. 0. I end up having to pay extra for other things. I mean, I've tested products with other companies. I have done some testing of products with other companies. I have waited until the brand ambassadors have went through and done their search, and then they were given to us to test them out. A lot of it I didn't record because I didn't need to, because they say prefer not to show the bait. I can do that. A lot of times it's nice just to get out and just relax and go fishing. I'm really ticked off. Like it was a slap in the face, kick in the nuts, whatever you want to call it. It's not good, dude. It's not good. What is the point of being a pro staff member if you ain't getting jack squat? Oh, yeah. And on top of that, 2.5 years ago, I was supposed to have because I went back and checked all my emails from Monster Bass, and I did not have a code to use every time I went to check out. Instead, I had to use like other YouTubers' codes because I didn't have a code. On to the next adventures, if you know what I mean. But no, I'm done with that company. I am done. I'm at my wit's end with that company. I am excited to move on to bigger and better pastures. I am ready to move on to my new house, get my Blue Betty, put my garage back together, get me some good content here. I got some soft plastic stuff coming in. I went to Vance Outdoors and stuff. Look at that. Got some slobber knockers. I got this thing, the Money Badger, thanks to Alex Rudd. This dude's gonna break me, it seems like. This runs 10 feet deep. This is the Northern Lights. That's pretty cool. It's a nice little... Anyway, enough of that sadness, enough of that thing. I am no longer with Monster Bass. I don't care to partner up with them again anytime soon. So, you can take all these and shove them up your booty, because that's a waste of money. It's a scam. Anywho, with that, thank you for clicking on the video. I'm sorry it was a little long and long-winded, but you know, I'm just a little perturbed by how I got treated, and hopefully I don't like people when they get treated like that. I don't like bullies. So anyway, that is all I have. Thank you for swinging by. Thank you for clicking on this video. As always, God bless, Headlines. We are out of here.